Hey there, it's Rachel from All About the House. In this video, I'm doing a quick run through with some tips of how to color code your planner for school using pens. So this is my plum paper student planner. You can personalize the cover if you want to with anything that you like. They have a whole bunch of designs. You can choose your frame shape, so I picked a square and your font and your name. I'm quite liking this planner. While I'm not in school anymore, I'm actually using it for my blog and business, but I thought I'd do a video anyway showing how I would color code my planner and how I did when I was back in school. So this is the student planner, and you can add in your class subjects down the side here. There's space for 7 sections. So you might have 6 subjects, and then you might have like a work section, or you could have 5 subjects. You could have like extracurriculars if you do like cheerleading, chess club, or whatever your extra groups that you're part of, and then you could have your work section or just your personal life chores, something like that. So I quite like this planner. It's got a little calendar preview up the top here, and it's on every weekly page, so you don't have to keep flicking back to the monthly calendar. So you could circle in like due dates and when assignments are due. So when you want to color code your planner, you pick a color for each of your subjects or your categories, and then you just use that color for everything relating to that one. So if you had a math quiz, the color for math that I've used is blue, so you would circle that in blue. If you had multiple subjects on the same day, you could always just do like multiple circles around the numbers as well. I like to use a paperclip to mark the page in the week, and that makes it really easy to find what week I'm up to when you're opening your planner, so you're not having to flick back and forth through all of the pages trying to find what week it is. So paperclip's good for that. And then down the side here, they have this list that you can put anything that you want. So I would always put general, just to-dos. Down here, so things like phone bill, buying new pens, which is super important, love pens. And then if you've got your rent due and any other checklists, and then you can cross it off or tick it off. Down the bottom here, they have this quizzes and tests section. I do think that this is rather small because it's really like hard to write. So you may want to just put like exam in the color that it's in, and then for next week you might just want to flag it with like an exclamation mark. So you could put like quiz for math rather than maybe writing out the whole thing, because it is a bit of a tight fit in that space there. So there's line writing space, and you get 5 lines per day, which is pretty good. So you could write in a whole bunch of things if you had homework, if you wanted to do certain questions, if you wanted to review something. So you don't have to just put one thing in there, you could write multiple things in there. So I put in some different examples. So if you had your chapter 3 questions, and there were questions 2 to 8, and then you could put a little cross in a box beside it, or you could also use stickers as well to tick off when it's done. You can put in your class times, things you need to revise. So there's quite a lot of writing space in this planner. And then to color code, I just stick to those same colors for each thing. You could mix it up and try a different way where you just write in black for all your subjects, and then if you've got something due, so for example if you've got this homework due, you could write that in red to flag it as like urgent. If you had a test, you could put that in a different color, or if you had to revise for a test, that could be in a different color as well. So there's 3 main ways you can color code. You can color code by category, so like by subject and your personal things, by due date, so if you had like homework that was due or a test, or you could also highlight or color code by type. So you could give homework for all subjects one color, then you could give study another color, and then assignments you could give a different color as well. So I like color coding with heaps of different colors, hence why I've used all these. These were the Inkjoy by Papermate 1.0 millimeter pens. I quite like them. I prefer a thicker pen tip to like the really small ones that are like 0.3 I find are too small. The Inkjoy gel are also really good. I quite like those as well. But if you don't want to choose a lot of colors, then I would go with the method where you choose just one color for assignments, another color for exams, and another color for homework. If you want to do lots of color coding, then I'd pick a different color for each subject. So that's how I would recommend color coding in pen. This was just an example using the plum paper student planner. You could do this with any planner that you like, and there's heaps of other planners as well that you could adapt. If you find a teacher planner, they're also really good to adapt for a student planner because they have the sectioned off all the different sections that you could use for your subjects, and you could just get a sticker to cover up anything relating to teacher related. For me, using this as a blog and a business planner, I cover that up with a sticker because I'm not obviously doing class subjects, and then I also did some stickers to cover up these quizzes and test section, and just use a sidebar sticker like the ones that I made for the Erin Condren planner. They'll fit in here if you wanted to cover that up, and if you didn't want to see that monthly preview, you could just make a whole custom sidebar down the side as well. So that's some tips for color coding your planner for school. I hope you found it helpful. I'll include a link below this video to those pens. If you wanted to go check them out or buy them, I highly recommend them. They're really easy to write with, and yeah, so that's it.